I'm not poly, but like even just when everybody heard that like me and my husband had threesomes before, it was like, oh, she's willing to do that to keep a man. I'm like,
nah.
That was all me.
Yeah.
That was all me. Like, but I hate the idea of people thinking like it's always the guy that wants this, that. So she introduced you to the poly life, and it's like me introducing that, you know what I'm saying, to my husband, and it's just like, yo, this is what I.
Okay, y'all, buckle up, because this story right here, whew, it's messy, unexpected, and just a little bit unbelievable. So apparently, Teyana Taylor might be pregnant, and not by her ex-husband Iman Shumpert, but by British actor Aaron. Pierre, yes, you heard that right. And just when we thought that was enough to shake the internet, word on the street is, Aaron is now demanding a paternity test. Baby, what is happening? Let's go back for a minute, because the timeline of this whole situation already has people scratching their heads. Teyana and Iman were that couple, the ones everyone looked at and thought, goals. They had the chemistry, the cute family, matching outfits, red carpet looks. It was giving black love, period. But like a lot of picture-perfect couples, there was trouble behind the scenes. Eventually, they called it quits. Quietly, respectfully, or so we thought. Because not too long after that, Teyana was spotted looking cozy with Aaron Pierre. Now, Aaron isn't a huge celebrity yet, but he's definitely on the come-up. British actor, fine as hell, been in a few serious projects, and got that whole mysterious, soft-spoken vibe going for him. At first, people thought he was just a rebound, maybe someone Teyana was hanging with to pass the time. But now, things just got way deeper. The rumors started, swirling after Teyana posted a couple of low-key Instagram stories. You know the ones? Nothing obvious, just subtle hints. She posted a photo of some baby booties next to a smoothie, then a quote about new life and blessings, then a picture of her in a very oversized hoodie, holding her stomach with both hands. It wasn't long before fans started doing what fans do best, putting two and two together. Whispers turned into full-blown speculation. People started commenting under her posts like, "Girl, are you pregnant?" Or, "Is that a bump I see?" Teyana didn't respond to any of it, but she didn't deny it either. And you know what that means. The internet ran with it. But here's where the plot thickens. Just as fans were beginning to accept the idea that Teyana might be having a baby with Aaron Pierre, another bomb dropped. Multiple sources started claiming that Aaron himself isn't fully convinced the baby is his. Allegedly, he's been asking Teyana for a paternity test. Yes, a whole test. And that's got everybody asking the same question. Why? Now, depending on who you ask, Aaron's reaction is either totally justified or completely out of pocket. Some people say it makes sense. The timeline between Teyana and Iman splitting, and her popping up with Aaron was short. Too short. There's been talk that maybe there was some overlap. That maybe things with Iman weren't totally done when things started with Aaron. And if that's the case, then Aaron wanting to be sure makes sense, right? But on the flip side, people are saying, if he's really in a relationship with her and he really cares, why ask for a paternity test so fast? That's the kind of thing that shows you don't trust the person. And if you don't trust her, what are you even doing there? The whole situation is turning into a public mess. And what's wild is that neither Teyana nor Aaron has said anything, officially. No Instagram statements, no interviews, just vibes, whispers, and insider leaks. But their silence is making things even louder. Now let's talk about Aaron for a second. Because even though he's mostly stayed out of the drama spotlight, this whole thing could really affect him. He's on the rise, his career is just gaining momentum, and this kind of scandal could either boost him or break him. Some fans think he's being cautious, others think he's trying to protect his image. And some believe he's just not ready for fatherhood and using the test as a way to delay the responsibility. But it's not just about Aaron. Think about Teyana. She's always been a strong, independent, creative woman. She's directed films, dropped music, acted in big roles. She's done it all while raising her kids and looking flawless. To go through something like this, in the public eye, while possibly carrying a child, that's a whole new level of pressure. And here's where things get even messier. There's talk that Iman isn't staying silent behind the scenes. Allegedly, he's been confiding in friends that he's not surprised by the drama. Some say he believes Teyana moved on too fast. Others think he's low-key bitter and watching from the sidelines with popcorn. A few even claim he's been saying things like, "She was never really over me." Whew, that's a bold claim. And of course, fans are divided. Team Teyana is saying she deserves happiness, and if she's found that with Aaron, so be it. But Team Aaron is saying he's got a right to be cautious, especially if he's being asked to step into something as serious as fatherhood without knowing the full picture. The online commentary is wild. One person tweeted, "Imagine being pregnant and your man hits you with, 'Cool, but let's get a DNA test real quick.'" Another said, "Teyana really went from Iman to Aaron, and now this girl's life is a whole season of Empire." People are invested, for real. But beyond the jokes, there's a deeper emotional layer here. If Teyana really is pregnant, and the man she's with doesn't believe the baby is his, that's gotta hurt. That's betrayal. That's disappointment. Especially if she's already been through the emotional roller coaster of a divorce. It also brings up a bigger question. When is it okay to ask for a paternity test? Is it disrespectful if you're in a relationship? Or is it a fair request when there's confusion or doubt? It's one of those conversations people don't want to have, but clearly need to. And what happens next? If the test comes back and confirms Aaron is the father, will he step up? Or will the relationship still crumble because of the lack of trust? And if it turns out he's not the father, what then? Will Teyana have to publicly clear the air? Will this entire thing become an even bigger scandal? There's also the child to think about. And that's where things hit a deeper note. If this rumored pregnancy is real, this baby is entering a storm of headlines, hashtags, and hot takes before even being born. And that's heartbreaking. Every child deserves a peaceful beginning, a foundation built on love and stability, not a media circus. Right now, it's all speculation. But if the rumors are true, Teyana is carrying life while the internet dissects her every move. That's a weight no one should have to carry, especially not in public. People are side-eyeing the timeline too, and for good reason. When you line up the breakup with Iman, the sudden appearance of Aaron, and now the whispers of a pregnancy, it all feels like a rapid-fire chain reaction. It's moving fast, maybe too fast. And naturally, people are questioning if Teyana is trying to fill a void, trying to prove she's okay, or maybe just trying to hold on to something new before completely letting go of the old. But here's the thing, healing isn't linear. Not everyone takes the quiet road. Some people dive headfirst into something new because it makes them feel alive again. Maybe Aaron made her feel safe. Maybe he was there at the right time when her world was falling apart. Still, love gets complicated when trust and timing don't align. And the whispers aren't slowing down. Now there are reports that Teyana is planning a low-key trip out of the country. Some sources say she's trying to escape the chaos and focus on her pregnancy and peace. Others believe it's strategic. Distance can dull the noise, and she might just need space to breathe. Whatever the reason, eyes are on her. Every move analyzed, every silence interpreted. Meanwhile, Aaron's been spotted around town, paparazzi lenses catching him outside a hotel looking sharp but visibly drained. That's celebrity paradox, going through hell but still pulling off a look. When a reporter tried to get a quote, he just said, "No comment," and kept walking. But his expression, that told a whole story. He looked tired, like someone caught in a storm he didn't expect to be part of. Because whether he planned this or just got pulled in, one thing's clear, the drama's not done, not even close. As for Iman, from the outside looking in, it seems like he's living his best life. He's been spotted at parties, sharing music snippets, flexing gym selfies, and laughing it up with friends. But let's be real, just because someone looks unbothered doesn't mean they are. Sometimes the loudest "I'm good" is just a cover for the quietest pain. And let's not forget, this is a man who was once publicly praising. So now we're all stuck in this real-life soap opera. What started as a messy breakup has spiraled into a whirlwind of plot twists, new relationships, swirling rumors, alleged voice notes, and now, possibly, a baby. A baby that could either be a beautiful new beginning or the most complicated chapter yet. And here's the part that's really messing with people. We don't actually know anything for sure. Is Teyana really pregnant? Is Aaron the father? Is this just tabloid noise, or is there truth behind the whispers? And let's talk about that rumored paternity test. Word on the street is that Aaron might have asked for one. If true, that opens a whole new can of drama. Some say he's protecting himself, others think it shows a lack of trust. Either way, if a test is coming, it could either confirm everything or break things apart before they ever had a real chance to begin. And where does that leave Iman? He may not be speaking on it publicly, but something tells me he's watching this unfold just like the rest of us. Maybe with regret, maybe with relief, but definitely not untouched. So now we wait. Because if there's one thing we know about stories like this, it's that the truth always comes out. It may not come when we expect it, and it may not come clean, but it always finds its way to the surface. Until then, we speculate, sip the tea, and scroll through updates like it's our favorite show. Let me know what you think. Is Aaron wrong for wanting answers? Is Teyana moving too fast or just living her truth? And is Iman really out or just quiet before his own comeback? Hit the comments. This drama's far from over,